Take a quick inventory of your body right now. Are you uh, unconsciously holding your breath while listening to this? Because if you're looking at a screen, statistically, the answer is yes.
Yeah, about 80% of people either completely stop breathing or shift to very shallow chest breaths the second they look at a device. It's a phenomenon called screen apnea.
Right, and today's deep dive is a mission to unpack exactly that. We've pulled together ergonomic research, neurological studies, and, well, some fascinating military breathing protocols to figure out why our screens are suffocating us.
Exactly. We want to figure out how to build a breath-first workflow. Because if 8 out of 10 of us are doing this, it explains a highly specific pain we've all felt.
Oh, you mean spending just 30 minutes clearing emails and feeling completely drained?
Mhm.
For the longest time, I thought I was just, psychologically allergic to my inbox.
Most people do, but the exhaustion isn't mental at all. It's a pure physiological panic response.
Wow, really?
Yeah. When you unconsciously hold your breath, you immediately trigger your sympathetic nervous system.
So that's your literal fight or flight response.
Exactly. Your body literally thinks it's in mortal danger just from reading a spreadsheet, which completely drains your energy battery before noon.
It almost sounds like stepping on a garden hose. Like if I'm hunched over a laptop, the airway is restricted, and the oxygen simply cannot reach the garden, which is your brain.
That is the perfect way to look at it. And because that panic response is strictly physical, well, the first fix has to be mechanical. You have to unkink the hose.
Okay, so how do we do that?
If you're sitting at your desk right now, try this. Before you even type another word, slide back until your spine actually touches the chair.
Right, getting that physical support.
Yeah, and physically drop your shoulders away from your ears. Anecdotally, just moving a monitor up 2 inches to fix that posture can entirely cure afternoon brain fog.
Wait, unkinking the hose makes sense, but sitting up straight doesn't magically force my lungs to take in air? How do I jumpstart a system that's already frozen in panic mode?
You need a physiological override. The Navy SEALs use a specific technique called the Physiological Sigh to instantly reset their nervous systems before high-stress situations.
A physiological sigh.
Yeah, it acts like popping the clutch on a stalled car. It manually forces the engine to turn over.
Okay, but how does that actually work in practice?
It's 2 quick inhales through the nose, followed by 1 long exhale through the mouth. That double inhale is the crucial part.
Why the double inhale?
It physically pops open the tiny air sacs in your lungs, the alveoli that collapse when you're stressed. This immediately offloads a massive amount of carbon dioxide.
Oh, I see. So it's not just taking a deep breath, it's an actual mechanical release valve.
Yes. It forces the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and digest mode, to take over and calm the body instantly.
That's incredible. And we can just do that at our desks.
Absolutely. The trick is to anchor it to a digital action.
Yeah.
Every single time you open a new browser tab, execute 1 physiological sigh.
Okay, that resets the breath.
Uh-huh.
But we still have to deal with the sensory input that caused the panic in the first place, right? Our eyes.
Right, because staring intensely at a small, concentrated area like a tiny text box on a screen signals a primal predator threat to the brain.
So your visual field narrows, which
Yeah.
tells your nervous system to prepare for an attack.
Exactly.
Meaning, staring at an email is biologically indistinguishable from a deer locked onto a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to shift that visual input back to a deer looking at a wide, peaceful meadow.
That is exactly it. Which brings us to the final micro-habit, panoramic vision.
Panoramic vision, how do we trigger that?
Every 20 minutes, consciously soften your gaze. Don't move your eyes around, but deliberately become aware of the objects in your peripheral vision.
Just noticing the room around the screen.
Yeah. Expanding your visual field sends a direct signal to the brain that the environment is actually safe.
So it means true focus doesn't require physical tension. We've been conditioned to think working hard means hunching over and clenching our jaws.
Right, but you can work intensely while remaining biologically completely relaxed.
So next time you open a new tab, remember to unkink that garden hose. Drop your shoulders, take that double inhale, and soften your gaze.
Absolutely, and this raises an important question to leave you with. If a glowing rectangle easily triggers our primal predator threat response and stops us from breathing entirely, what other ordinary modern conveniences are secretly tricking our nervous systems into a state of panic?
You've made it this far, so why stop now? There are 2 videos on your screen right now that are perfect for you. Just pick the one that looks most interesting and let's dive back in.